Good evening, everyone out there in YouTube land. Introducing peaceful protester, Wade Kelley.
Thank you, Ethan Hyatt. Hello. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. You got enough room? Good. Thank you.
Broke his window there. His lights up.
Hello, and welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network with a potential audience of over 2 billion people.
That's right,
Coming
2 billion people.
Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, where I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica and in Los Angeles County and in California and the whole US of A. The whole wide world, if we could do something about it. But we have to start somewhere. So I'm starting right here in Santa Monica, California, where I've been playing out here on this promenade for the last 10 years or so. And, I started playing here. I was just playing love songs and peace and love songs and stuff like that. And then I saw the way they treated the homeless people and the poor people here in Santa Monica, and I had to get a little more involved, and I had to speak out for human rights right here in Santa Monica. And that's why I ran for Santa Monica City Council last year, and that's why I want us all to stand up for building affordable housing wherever you are. But right here in Santa Monica and right here in Los Angeles and in California, we need to show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives and help lift people out of poverty. Sure, people say, well, we can't do anything while Trump's in office. Yes, we can right here in California. Here in California, we can make sure that everybody has the basics, a decent place to live, food to eat, health care, and a good public education. We can do those things right here in California. And we all need to get behind the 2026 Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. That's going to tax the billionaires 5% over 5 years. That's right. We need to get behind that Billionaire Tax Act right here in California and show that progressive government can make a difference. And I was very happy to see that the Teamster Union, the Teamsters came out for the Billionaire Tax Act and they endorsed it. So that's a great thing, huh?
That's a great thing.
Yeah. Are you looking at, did you want to say something? But we need to keep peacefully protesting. Get out there and protest. Let's make positive change in this country.
These billionaires must pay their fair share of taxes.
I'm with you, Ethan, and that's why we need to get...
Stop hoarding your money and putting it in offshore bank accounts and start paying your taxes, millionaires.
That's right, and that's why we need to get behind what?
The Billionaire Tax.
The Billionaire Tax Act of
2026.
That's right.
That's it.
Get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026.
26.
What?
As a billionaire, we got to tax them, right?
Yeah, well, this tax is just on the billionaires. We'll start there.
Yeah.
But, they're the ones who have the most. They have the most, and they should be able to afford a tax of 5%. And that's why we need to get behind that Billionaire Tax Act of California. And we need to peacefully protest. Get out there. We had protests all over the country today, and that's wonderful. Keep it peaceful, because if you start having violence, if you start committing violence towards these federal officers, it's going to be bad. They're going to use that to put authoritarian government in place, and we need to stay away from that. We don't need to give them any reason at all to put troops into the streets, because there are a lot of people who want to put troops in our streets. So we need to peacefully protest and speak out, but do it peacefully. Keep telling the federal government, listen, you you have abused too many people, and we need to stand up for the rights of these people, but we need to continue to go through the legal process and not try to fight any street battles, because that's not going to work. That's not going to help move us forward. We need to peacefully protest and go through the legal process, and we'll have this government out of office soon. But we have to get out there and use your voices and use your votes and get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California, so we can show the rest of the states, hey, progressive government can work. We can tax the billionaires and make sure that the poor people can be lifted out of poverty. We can show that there's a difference in forms of government, and stand up for peaceful protest and make sure that when they start committing violence, walk away from it and just keep peacefully protesting. Have strikes, have boycotts, have sit-ins, have shutdowns, but keep it peaceful.
They had it today. People walked out and they closed their businesses and everything.
That's great.
Closed the schools and walked
They
out.
closed businesses today downtown in Los Angeles, and a lot of people are getting behind these peaceful protests, but let's keep them peaceful. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We'll keep looking for the day when the clouds all roll away, but we better work on peace on earth down here. That's right, we need to stand up for human rights. We need to stand up for the rights of these people who have been used for their labor for generations and not been given their rights, not been given a pathway to citizenship. We have about 5% of our population that have been living in the shadows. We need to stand up for their rights to have a pathway to citizenship, because we don't want a country of rulers and servants. We want a country of equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. So we need to tell our leaders, you need to get a comprehensive immigration bill and make sure that these tens of millions of people who have been living in the shadows can have a pathway to citizenship in this country without deporting all of them. We know we're not going to deport tens of millions of people, and not all of them are criminals. Come on, not all of them are violent criminals. So let's stop that kind of talk. Let's find a pathway to citizenship for these people who have been used for their labor and not been given their rights. Speak out. Use your voices. Use your votes. Run for office, but keep it peaceful. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We'll keep looking for the day when the clouds all roll away, but we better work on peace on earth down here. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace arrive? We'll keep waiting by and by for it to fall out of the sky, but we better work on peace on earth to help our children survive. Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you. Peace, oh peace. Peace, let's stand up and work for peace. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We'll keep looking for nirvana, but I think we just might want to work on peace on earth down here. Peace, oh peace. Peace, let's stand up and work for peace. that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We can ask the universe to get rid of this war curse, but we better work on peace on earth down here. We'll keep waiting by and by for it to fall out of the sky, but we better work on peace on earth. We better work on peace on earth. We better work on peace on earth down here. Woo! Thank you. Why, thank you very much. Thank you very much. My name is Wade. What's your name? Ben, nice to meet you. Thank you. I appreciate it. You can look me up on the YouTube, Wade Kelley, YouTube, K-E-L-L-E-Y. I live stream these, and I speak out for human rights and for the rights of people to have the basics in the richest, most powerful country in the world. We can all get by. The billionaires are doing better than ever in this country. We're breaking records on Wall Street every week, but we need to step up and stand up for those people in need. And that's why we all need to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. It's going to be on the ballot in November. Have you heard about that, Ben? Well, look it up. The Teamsters endorsed it, and the other unions, other government unions. It's a 5% tax on the billionaires of California, and it should raise about $100 billion to be used for what may be taken from the federal government, by the federal government away from California, for healthcare programs and education and food programs here in California. So we need to, I think our billionaires can handle that little tax. I hope you get behind it, Ben. Thank you. Peace. That's right. We can do better. We can show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives right here in California. We don't have to wait for Trump to be out of office. We can show the rest of the country, hey, listen, California can make government work, but we have to get on top of it, because we have too many problems with money going out the door and people don't know where it's going. And that's always the case. There's always going to be corruption. That doesn't mean that you stop trying to do great things. There was some guy here that stole $100 million from homeless programs to buy $1 million houses and all sorts of other things. But we have to stand up for the rights of these people anyway, and keep working towards a better day for everybody. Keep lifting people out of poverty. How you doing tonight? You getting by all right? Do you need anything? No? Okay.
Just here for you.
Why, thank you. My name is Wade.
Like Wilson.
Like Wade Wilson, okay. What's your name?
Coco.
Pogo? Like Pogo.
No, Coco. But you can
Coco. I'm sorry, Coco. Nice to meet you, Coco. How you doing?
Good. I play sometimes, but mine is in where I used to live.
Where is it?
My grandmother's house.
Oh, okay.
So it's safe.
And a song you want to sing with me? This land is your land?
That's a good one.
Do you know it?
I do, but I like to sing in Hebrew if I'm over here.
You like to sing in Hebrew? How about Bashana Haba'ah?
I only know a few.
A few words in Hebrew?
Yes, I only know a few.
You know, Oseh Shalom?
The one that I know we know about is obviously for the bat mitzvah, the bar mitzvah, and then Prince of Egypt, because we watch that movie every single day before church, every single morning.
Well, we'll have to look at that another time. Right now, I want to play a little song about California and how we need to keep working towards a progressive government, showing that we can lift people out of poverty and doing great things. We're living in California with people of all kinds. living in California. Sure, out a little bit out of our minds. Ooh, living in California. Everything's mostly okay. Living in California. Another beautiful sunshine day. Don't let the Trump get you in a slump. We'll get rid of his hump. We're gonna be all right. We're in the land of surf and sand, movie stars, electric cars, and it's a beautiful Santa Monica night. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California. Sure, out a little bit out of our minds. Woo! Living in California. Things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California. Rest of the country's moving in reverse. Let's not follow them now. Living in California. Everything's mostly alright. Living in California. Having fun on the promenade tonight. Woo! Now don't get me wrong, we got some great things going on here in California. California is the second most diverse state in the whole country behind Hawaii. We got people from different backgrounds, different races, different religions, different ethnicities, different beliefs, different genders, all living together in virtual harmony. But everybody knows there's some things we need to be working on right here in California. California, we have the most billionaires of any state in the whole country. And we have the most homeless people, most homeless people of any state in the whole country. That's why we need to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California and raise taxes on these billionaires right here in, thank you, right here in California. And we can do it. So everybody get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. Because then we can move forward and make sure that everybody in California can have a decent place to live, food to eat, and health care, and a good public education. Right now, we are ranked about 21st in spending on public education in California. So we need to be moving forward and spend more money on education. Spend more money on education. Spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education. Spend less money on incarceration. That's right, peace. That's right, we got to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026.
Do you know there's one song from Coco? Remember Me?
I don't.
You don't know that one?
No, I don't know.
It's like.
But anyway, so we need to all tell our leaders, our public servants, to get behind that tax act because we don't need to be ranked 21st in spending on public education. We should be ranked first in spending on public education because we are the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. We don't have to wait on anybody for us to spend more money on public education and on health care. But we do want to raise taxes on the billionaires. So that's why we're going to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. So tell your leaders, tell your friends, all get behind that Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 here in California. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure out a little bit out of our minds. Living in California, things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California, rest of the country's moving in reverse. Living in California, everything's mostly alright. Living in California, having fun on the promenade tonight. Woo! Living in California, the place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, go out and spread some peace and love. Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
That's right. We got to keep moving forward. Keep showing that California can lead the way, that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives. And that we can do better than we have been in building affordable housing, because we haven't been doing too good in building affordable housing or standing up for human rights for those that are homeless. No, we have not. California, you know, the population of Santa Monica in 1970 was 88,000. Today, the population of Santa Monica is right around 90,000 or so. And so while the rest of California grew by 20 million people, Santa Monica's population only grew by 2,000. And that's because too many people have been holding on to property. I heard today that the city is prosecuting some property owners who have been using low-income, low-rent housing to rent out for B&B and make profits off of right here in Santa Monica. 62 units they're prosecuting the landlords for. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Of course, there are all sorts of people that are making money off of property that should be used to help people have a decent place to live. We need to stand up for their rights. And we need to stand up for the rights of people to be able to have the basics. You know, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the great president of the 1930s and World War II, he said the test of our progress is not whether we add to the abundance of those who have much. The test of our progress, thank you, peace, I'll be sharing that with the homeless, thank you. The test of our progress is not whether we add to the abundance of those who have much. The test of our progress is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. So, Santa Monica, we are failing that test of progress. California, we are failing that test of progress. United States, we are failing that test of progress. So we need to show that we can lift people up who are down, lift people out of poverty in this country instead of just making the rich richer. The rich are doing just fine. They don't need any help. The rich people are getting richer every day. They're breaking records on Wall Street every week. It's the poor people that need the help. We have too many of our leaders blaming the poor for being poor and the homeless for being homeless. And we need to...
There's one of our millions. I think it'd be really nice if we did a song that was more towards them, because they might be Hispanic, but they're actually Armenian.
That's very nice, but I'm singing these songs.
No, I know it's a thing here. It's
I understand. I appreciate it.
I was going to just give you a song suggestion. That's all.
Okay, what's the suggestion?
Aerials by.
I don't know that.
I know it.
That's very sweet. I'm going to sing this song about the leaders and how too many leaders blame the poor for being poor and the homeless for being homeless. Too many of our leaders are saying, don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. They'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with drug bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. That's what they say. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and sick. They'll put you in the hospital and spit you out real quick. They'll say you need to rest more. That's what they say. They say you need to rest more and change the way you eat. But they ain't got no medicine to get you off of the streets. So don't be poor and homeless. That's what they say. They say don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live in a mansion. That's right, they say live in a mansion. Rich folks gonna help you if they could. So they'll take your tent and your bags and stuff and move them to another neighborhood. A little farther, a little farther, a little farther down the road would be good. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't live in your car. They'll find a way to ticket you no matter where you are. They'll say you're near a schoolyard or near a city park. They'll make you move your car all day and give you tickets while you're sleeping in the dark. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live on a yacht. You gotta get a yacht, you know what I mean? Gotta have a yacht. Other rich folks wanna help you if they can. So they'll start a race to outer space to help their fellow man. We are going to build affordable housing up on Mars. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. They'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with all kinds of bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. That's right, homeless people. Just be rich. So many people say to me, these homeless people just need to get a job. That's what they got to do. They just got to get a job. You know, some of these homeless people do have jobs and they still can't afford a place to live. If you have a minimum wage job here in Santa Monica, you can't get an apartment here in Santa Monica. Most of the people who live here in Santa Monica, who work here in Santa Monica, cannot afford to live here in Santa Monica because cities like Santa Monica haven't built enough affordable housing for generations. Generations. Most of California has been propping up its property values since at least the 70s and before. Since Prop 13 was put in place in 1978, when are we going to get a leader who will repeal Prop 13 in California? That lets the rich people hold on to property and makes it harder for poor people to that's right, tell your leaders. That makes it easier for rich people to hold on to property and harder for poor people to get hold of any property or to have a decent place to live. That's why we need to tell our leaders, you got to stand up and be strong, stand up and be progressive. Don't talk out both sides of your mouth like Newsom. How you doing? Good to see you, peace. That's right, Newsom wants to run for president, so he can't even get behind a Billionaire Tax Act here in California. He wants to show he's good for business, that's right. After he sided with Trump's ultra-conservative Supreme Court in Grants Pass versus Johnson, making it easier to criminalize homelessness. That's right, our own Governor Newsom, was siding with Trump's ultra-conservative Supreme Court. He said, I need more power to criminalize homelessness so I can clean up the streets here in California. Since that happened, since that ruling in 2024, Grants Pass versus Johnson, the arrest rates for homeless people in San Francisco went up by 500%. The arrest rates for homeless individuals in Los Angeles, as far as we can tell, went up over 68%. And here in Santa Monica, during the year 2025, there were 3,300 arrests, and out of those arrests, 2,300 were of homeless human beings. So you've got 70% of the arrests being of 1% of the population, or less than 1%. So you're picking on the poor people that are down and out, and you're locking up. They lock up the public dumpsters, the public garbage cans. They lock those up. There was a story, and I'm sure this is happening more than one story I heard, but some guy was digging through one of these garbage cans, and they were taking his fingerprints on these little, they have these devices where they can check people's fingerprints now on little phone devices. They can check and see if they have any outstanding warrants just because somebody's digging through a garbage can. Can you believe that? Somebody's digging through a garbage can because they want something to eat or to drink, and they end up being arrested for having some outstanding warrant because they were trying to get something to eat. Now, I don't know what each of these 2,300 arrests were about for homeless people in Santa Monica, but I sure would like to find out why they were approached and what crimes they committed. For 70% of the arrests to be homeless people, 70% of that, less than 1% of the population. Can you imagine that? They're really targeting these homeless people and trying to make them criminals. And the problem is they're not spending money on building affordable housing here in Santa Monica or making sure that we have enough safe shelter beds here in Santa Monica. They're spending money on arresting people and giving them a choice between jail and some government program in some other city. And that is cruel and inhumane. We need to do a better job of standing up for the rights of these human beings right here in Santa Monica. See the people living in the street, ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread, looking for some place to lay their weary heads. So 70% of Santa Monica's arrests last year were homeless human beings, which are less than 1% of the population here in Santa Monica. And even though African Americans, black African Americans, are only 6% of the population here in California, they are 30% of the homeless population here in California. So when we're arresting a large number of homeless people, we're arresting a lot of minorities because we haven't come to a place where we have basically the same amount of wealth here, where everybody can have the basics. We have to keep working on equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. And we need to stand up and lift these people who are sleeping in the streets. We need to lift them out of poverty and help them have a decent place to live. We could do it tomorrow. I don't know where you live, but here in Santa Monica and in Southern California and all around California, there are empty buildings everywhere you go. There are plenty of empty buildings. There's an empty post office that's been empty over there for, 5 years or more. And they could put sleep modules, prefabricated modules there for people to sleep in with restrooms. And they can do all sorts of things if they really wanted to help house people, make sure that people could have a safe, decent place to live. We have people sleeping in the public restrooms overnight. They keep trying to get them out, but they want a place where they can lock the door and lay down and be safe. And it's a real shame. We can do better, Santa Monica. We can do better, California. See the people living in the street, ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread, just looking for some place to lay their weary heads. What's the problem that brought them here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street, just looking for some place to lay their tired feet. I ain't saying they ain't done wrong. I ain't saying didn't help to bring it on. I'm just saying there must be somewhere they belong, and they're looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move in to your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. One more time with that verse. You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move in to your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Don't need your swimming pool, don't need your king-size bed, just looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Hey, hey. That's right, they're looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads, and we could help them. We could make sure that everybody who needs a place to live has one. That isn't too much to ask in the richest, most powerful country in the world, in the fourth largest economy of the whole wide world, California, in this very wealthy city of Santa Monica. There's just too much. There's just too much here to make any sense of not being able to do that. There are too many vacant buildings. There are too many resources. I mean, look at all these lights here. Just paying for all these lights every night, you could make sure that every homeless person could charge their phone. These homeless people have a hard time just getting their phones charged. And some people say, well, what do homeless people need phones for? Some people don't think homeless people should be able to even have a phone in the 21st century. They say, well, they don't need a phone if they don't have a place to live. What are they doing with a phone? They want them to have nothing. And that's cruel and inhumane. We shouldn't be trying to make it harder for human beings to survive. We need to be making it easier for human beings to survive. That's what our whole Constitution is about. here in the United States of America, working towards a more perfect union, establishing justice, ensuring domestic tranquility, providing for the common defense, promoting the general welfare, and securing the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Now, we've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. There's no doubt about it. The rich are doing better than ever. They're breaking records on Wall Street every week. I had a friend who said, well, you can't raise taxes on the billionaires because they said, if you raise taxes on the billionaires in California, all the billionaires will leave California. And I said, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Go follow Elon Musk to Texas. Elon Musk went to Texas so he could take advantage of the poor people down there and the poor wages. You know, they actually still have a $7.25 an hour minimum wage on the books in Texas. Now, I don't want anybody to go and take advantage of it, poor people anywhere in this country or anywhere. But here in California, we need to stand up for human rights and the rights of people to have the basics. We need to show the progressive government can work. That's why we need to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. We can make sure that California shows that progressive government can make a difference. And if the billionaires all leave California because of that, bye-bye. There'll be a few places opening up for more people to move into. And maybe we'll make a stand against the corporate powers and make sure that we say, no, it's okay for poor people to have a decent place to live. It's okay for poor children to have a good public education. It's okay for poor people to have good quality health care. We need to show the rest of the country that we can achieve those things. Because right now we're falling behind. We're talking about being progressive. Oh, we're a progressive state. We're a blue state. Well, why aren't we helping people survive? Why aren't we building more affordable housing? Why aren't we making sure that our health care programs work for everybody here in California? Hey, don't get me wrong. We have a better low-income health care program than many states in the country, but that's not good enough. We don't want to settle for that. Just because some states don't believe that poor people should be able to have dental care or health care if they're not working or if they're poor. We don't want to settle for that. We want to have health care for the poor and actually have health care that works for all of the poor. We can do better, California. Tell your leaders, your public servants. We can make sure that everybody has the basics. Because we live in the land of milk and honey. There's plenty of plenty. No reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. We can do better than that. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. We don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. We don't need another medal. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love. That's right, we just got to spread the love around a little better. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. You know, it's a little toasty out here tonight. I got this sweater on, and I know some of you out there are freezing all across the country, and I'm sorry. I'm not gloating. I don't know why people have to live out there in that cold weather. But here in California, we have pretty good weather, but they say it's going to keep getting hotter and hotter. So we're going to have more people live next to our coast. All of these coastal communities that are 70% white, because they push all the poor people out, are going to need to build more affordable housing and let more people live next to our beaches, our ocean, because the air quality is going to be better and the climate is going to be better. So we need to build more affordable housing to let more people come in, and we need to keep integrating so we don't have segregated cities like we do here in California on the coast. Because when you push all the poor people out, you're going to push out a lot of people of color, because we haven't reached a place yet where we basically have the same. I'm sorry, it's still, we got to keep working on equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity, because we haven't gotten there yet. Don't let anybody tell you that we've gotten past race in this country. When I was a child, they were still redlining communities by where people could live and couldn't live. So we need to keep working to make sure that people of color can live in some of these richer areas. And we're going to have to build some affordable housing to do that, to keep integrating our society, keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace, it's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about hope, it's about joy, it's about bringing some home to your little girls and boys. It's about joy, it's about hope, it's about enough hope to keep them off the dope. Cause when the hope and the joy are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about joy, it's about hope, it's about you, it's about me, it's about you and me working towards equality. It's about me, it's about you, it's about saying Black Lives Matter too. Cause when you and me are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about you, it's about me. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. se trata de paz y amor. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Evenu shalom alechem, evenu shalom alechem, evenu shalom alechem, evenu shalom, shalom, shalom alechem. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace, it's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace, it's about love, love, love. Oh, it's all about love. That's right, it's all about spreading the peace and love around a little better. We can do it. We need to stand up for the rights of everybody in this country. Keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for everybody. And we need to stand up for the rights of those who have been used for their labor for generations and not been given their rights, not been given a pathway to citizenship. We need to keep peacefully protesting that. And we also need to tell our leaders when the Democrats take control of the House, Congress, we need to make sure that they pass a comprehensive immigration bill that will give these tens of millions of people a pathway to citizenship. Because we don't want to become a country like Saudi Arabia or the United Arab Emirates, where they have most of their workers from another country. In Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, they have about 80% of their workforce from other countries, and those laborers don't have the same rights as their citizens. And we want all of our people in this country to have the same rights, to keep working towards a more vibrant democracy, to make sure that everybody can have a voice in our votes. And there are lots of ways to do that. We don't need to bring workers from other countries to just work and not have any rights in this country. We want to be working towards a full, vibrant democracy. We're not trying to get to be a place with rulers and servants. We're trying to get to a place where everybody has equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. So we need to keep speaking out for the rights of all of the people here in the United States of America, so that we all have the same rights and follow the same laws. And we can do that. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Piense que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. One more time. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, bésame mucho. Que tengo miedo perderte después. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's work to make sure this land is made for you and me. Sometimes my tongue works and sometimes it doesn't. Bésame mucho. Gotta keep working to spread the love around. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy. We gotta do a better job of being kind to the needy. We don't have to be so seedy and let people sleep in the streets. No, we don't have to. We can make sure that everybody has the basics in the richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. That's right. That ain't too much to ask, is it? See, we got more and more of our jobs are going to be going to artificial intelligence and robots and autonomous cars and we haven't even seen the beginning of all the jobs that are going to be going to the artificial intelligentsia. But we need to speak up for the rights of human beings to have the basics in this new technological era. We got to say, okay, let the little robot on wheels go and deliver food to people, but make sure that human beings can have a decent place to live, food to eat, health care, and a good public education so they can explore what they want to do. That's what our whole country's about, is making things better for people, making things better for human beings. That's great. If you have toys that you like, if you have computers or toys that you think are important and need to have a job and do things for people, that's great. Give them those jobs. But we need to stand up for the rights of human beings to have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the world. That's what the Constitution is all about. It's not standing up for people's toys or people's pets. It's standing up for the rights of human beings, saying that we're going to make it easier, a more perfect union for these people, for human beings. That's right. Because we got too many rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right, all over this country. Thank you very much. I'll be sharing that with homeless. Thank you, peace. All over this country, we have warehouses filled with computers and servers and robots and all sorts of artificial intelligentsia. They're all getting all the energy they need to run and keep going. How you doing, Fred? Good to see you. They're all getting all the juice they need to keep them going and working. They get cleaned up and they have people checking to make sure all of their circuits are working just fine and they're feeling great. You know, they make sure that these computers are kept in a nice, cozy temperature for computers. Nice room temperature to make sure everything's fine. Even in these frigid temperatures around the country, there are computers sitting in nice warehouses that they make sure that these computers stay nice and warm. While poor people have died on the streets in many of these cities because of the cold. That's right. We're taking better care of rich people's toys than we are of human beings, and we need to speak out against that. We got the rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. You got your cryptocurrencies, you got your meme coins for everything you could be. You got your every kind of computerized everything. You got everything. You got all these things that are generating lots of money for rich people. And that's why we need to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. Everybody get behind it. Because we've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. We got the rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. I'm a rich people and rich people's toys. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Gustavo? That's correct. Rich people are doing just fine. How are you tonight? You doing all right? Good, good. That's right. We need to keep moving forward. Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away ere I forget all the joys that are mine. Today, I'll be a rambler and I'll be a rover. You'll know who I am by the song that I sing. I'll feast at your table and sleep in your clover. I'll laugh and I'll cry and I'll sing. Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away ere I forget all the joy that is mine. Today, today, I won't be contented with yesterday's glories. I can't live on promises, winter to spring. Now is the moment and this is my story. Who cares what tomorrow may bring? Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away ere I forget all the joy that is mine. Today, today, that's right. We got to remember, we got to enjoy the peaceful protest. We have to enjoy the moving forward, because we are moving forward. Like Martin Luther King Jr. said, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice, toward justice. That's right. And sometimes we get a little frustrated with, oh, this is happening like some other time in history, but we keep moving forward. And hopefully in time we will look back and say we did make some great progress. Because we have made great progress in this country since the beginning of our country, since the beginning of our country's founding. You know, when the Constitution was first written, it was written by a bunch of rich white guys who were just happy to be independent from the king. And it was written by a bunch of rich guys who owned property, and they were the only people who benefited from our new Constitution. They were the only people who could vote. And so throughout the history of this country, our government at its best has moved forward and pushed against bullies. See, those rich white guys who owned property, they were the only ones who benefited at the beginning. But since the beginning, we have been moving forward. We overcame slavery. We had to have a war to overcome slavery in this country, to abolish slavery. Then in 1900, we made sure that children could have childhoods and they didn't have to work in factories or on farms all day. Then in 1920, we made sure that women could have the right to vote and have some power over their own destiny. It wasn't until 1924 that indigenous people, Native Americans, Indians, had the right to vote in this country and had the right to become citizens, not till 1924. In the 1960s, we had the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act, making sure that every state couldn't treat people differently because of their race or their religion or their ethnicity or their beliefs or their gender. That we all had the same rights. And then in 1990, we passed the Americans with Disabilities Act, saying that everybody has the same rights in this country. It doesn't matter whether you have physical disabilities or mental disabilities. We all have the same rights. And we need to keep working towards making sure that everybody has the same rights in this country, because we haven't gotten there yet. We haven't gotten to a place where everybody has equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. Here in California, it's still 10 times more likely for a young black man to go to prison than a young white man. And, we need to keep working to make sure that that changes and that gets better. We need to keep putting more money on the low-income area public schools, on services and schools in those areas, until the rich people want to send their kids to those schools. Then you will know we have done enough. But we need to keep working on inequality in this country because we haven't gotten there yet. And that's why we need to keep integrating cities like Santa Monica and all of these coastal cities that are so predominantly white. Some people say, well, we're not a segregated city, we're just an expensive city. Well, if you don't build any affordable housing, you don't want any poor people in your city, you're going to push out a lot of people of color. So let's keep working towards a better day. That's what we're working towards in this country, a better day for everybody, not just the rich and the powerful. How much does it cost to live? How much do you have to pay? How much should you have to earn to live for one more day? How much does it cost to live before your life has worth? And tell me, how hard should you have to struggle to survive in the richest, most powerful country on the face of the earth? How much does the rich man want? How much does he have to keep before he can say it's okay for poor people to sleep? How much do the greedy want for poor folks to eat? And tell me, when will we see the end of the day when human beings have to sleep in the streets? How much? How much? How much? That's right. How much should somebody have to earn every day just to be able to survive in this country? Does a human life have value? Does a human life have value if it's not generating currency? If it's not generating dollars? Does a human life still have value? I think it does. And I think we need to stand up for everybody's rights to survive and to live and to thrive in this richest, most powerful country in the world. We need to show the rest of the world that we believe in human rights, that we stand up for human rights, that every human being has an intrinsic value that we need to respect and to keep working to help them grow. Because in this country, we're all about trying to let people be the masters of their own destiny and trying to make sure that everybody can become the person they want to become. So we need to keep working at it and standing up for human rights. How much does it cost to live? How much do you have to pay? How much should you have to earn to live for one more day? How much does it cost to live before your life has worth? And tell me, how hard should you have to struggle to survive? How hard should you have to struggle to survive in the richest, most powerful, most abundant country on the face of the earth? How much does the rich man want? How much does he have to keep before he can say it's okay for poor people to sleep? How much do the greedy want for poor folks to eat? And tell me, when will we see the end of the days? When will we see the end of the days when human beings have to sleep in the streets? How much, how much, how much, how much, how much, how much? That's right. Why is my heart so light? Why are the stars so bright? Why is the sky so blue since the hour I met you? Flowers are smiling bright, smiling for our delight, smiling so tenderly for the world, you and me. I know why the world is smiling, smiling so tenderly. It tells the same old story through all eternity. Love, this is my song. Here is a song, a serenade to you. The world cannot be wrong if in this world there is you. I care not what the world may say. Without your love there is no day. So love, this is my song. Here is a song, a serenade to you. Love, this is my song. Here is a song, a serenade to you. The world cannot be wrong if in this world there is you. I care not what the world may say. Without your love there is no day. So love, this is my song. Here is a song, a serenade to you. Here is a song, a serenade to you. As long as there's music and words of romance, the spell of a theme starts you to dream. There's always a chance. As long as there's music, whatever the song. As long as there's music for sweethearts to sing, I'll sing you, my love, the melodies of the birds on the wing. My loneliest day will never be long, as long as there's music and you are my song. As long as there's music and words of romance, the spell of a theme starts you to dream. There's always a chance. As long as there's music, whatever the song. As long as there's music for sweethearts to sing, I'll sing you, my love, the melodies of the birds on the wing. My loneliest day will never be long, as long as there's music and you are my song. I'd rather be with you than here right now. looks on high. Nothing I'd rather do than be with you. I'd rather be with you than driving in my car. I'd rather be with you than passed out in some bar. Rather be with you wherever the hell you are. Nothing I'd rather do than be with you. Be with you. Rather be with you than sitting in some jail. Rather be with you than in the belly of a whale. Rather be with you than burning up in hell. There's nothing I'd rather do than be with you. Be with you. Be with you. Oh, the days get longer and the nights never end. Sometimes I think I haven't got a friend. Some people say I got a long ways to go. Songs I write don't seem too long. Most of the notes I hit are wrong. Where it all will lead I do not know. But it's true, I'd rather be with you than with some guy dressed in drag. Rather be with you than in a body bag. Rather be with you than with some toothless bearded hag. There's nothing I'd rather do than be with you. Be with you. Be with you. Yeah. But it's true, I'd rather be with you than nail my feet to the floor. Rather be with you than you. Rather be with you than fighting in some stupid war. There's nothing I'd rather do than be with you. Be with you. Be with you. Be with you. Rather be with you, baby. Rather be with you. Rather be with you. Rather be with you. Rather be with you, mama. Rather be with you. Rather be with you. Hey, hey. I don't know. How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged me back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She says we're gonna be wed, and she's picked out a king-size bed. Hey, ain't that a kick? Ain't that a kick in the head? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged me back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She says we're gonna be wed, and she's picked out a king-size bed. I come in more happy, or I'd be sick. Tell me quick, I love a kick. quick and love a kick in the head. Hello, young lovers, whoever you are, I hope your troubles are few. All my good wishes go with you tonight. I've been in love like you. Be brave, young lovers, and follow your star. Be brave and faithful and true. Cling very close to each other tonight. I've been in love like you. I know how it feels to have wings on your heels and to fly down the street in a trance. You fly down the street on a chance that you meet, and you meet not merely by chance. Don't cry, young lovers, whatever you do. Don't cry because I'm alone. All my good wishes go with you tonight. I've had a love of my own. I've had love of my own like you. I've had love of mine. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and heaven, I'm in heaven, and my eyes are, I can hardly speak. And I seem to find the happiness I seek when dancing cheek to cheek. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and the cares round me that I gather near the weak seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and the cares that I have gathered through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very, very extraordinary. E is even more than everyone that you Love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. You and me. We two. You and me. Hey, thank you. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you. When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway, like the lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more. When the flower bend in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I grow weak. I can feel the sound of violence long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Sway me, bend me, thrill me, kiss me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violence long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Sway me now. Sway me now. Sway me now. Love it when I'm near you and I hear you speak my name softly in my ear. You breathe the flame. Love it when we're dancing. Keep on glancing in my eyes till love's own entrancing music dies. All of my future is in you. Your every plan I design. Say that you'll always continue to be mine. Lover, please be tender when you're tender. Fears depart. Lover, I surrender to my heart. The evening trees caress as the breeze tenderly. The trembling trees embrace the breeze tenderly. Then you and I came wandering by, and lost in her sight were we. The shore was kissed by sea and mist tenderly. I can't forget how lovers met breathlessly. Your arms opened wide and wrapped me inside. You took my lips, you took my love so tenderly. Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance in the moonlight? Squeeze me, hold me tight. Oh baby, do you wanna dance? Ah, do you wanna dance? Hold my hand, tell me I'm your loving man. Oh baby, do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Oh baby, do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Hold my hand, tell me I'm your loving man. Oh baby, do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Oh baby, do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Oh baby, do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it. Baby, doing tonight? You all right? Need anything? Doing okay? Doing all right? Okay, good. Good to see you. Every time I touch you, I begin to understand. Everything about you tells me I'm your man. I'm one look at you, I drift away. I hope that you are here to stay. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it, baby. Let's try that again. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it, baby. Every time Every time I look into your loving eyes, I see love that money just can't buy. One look at you, I drift away. I hope that you are here to stay. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it, baby. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it, baby. Anything at all, anything at all, you got it. Now some of that worked. Are the stars at night? I can't tell if it's cloudy or bright. Well, I told my mom I'd play this tonight, so I will. Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. Oh, my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me long, take me to your heart, for that is where I belong. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. Oh, my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me dear, tell me that you're mine. I'll be yours throughout the years, till the end of time. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. Oh, my darling, I love you, and I always will. I can only give you love that lasts forever, and a promise to be near each time you call. And the only heart I own, for you and you alone, that's all. I can only give you country walks in springtime, and a hand to hold when summer showers are through, and a love that's burning light will warm the winter's night, that's all. That's all. There are those, I'm sure, who have told you they would give you the world for a toy. All I have are these arms to enfold you, and a lifetime will never destroy. If you wonder what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll be glad to know that my demands are small. Say that it's me that you adore, from now till evermore, that's all. That's all. Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you. Peace. There are those, I am sure, who have told you they would give you the world for a toy. All I have are these arms to enfold you, and a lifetime will never destroy. If you wonder what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll me that you'll adore from now till evermore. That's all. That's all. Rambling rose, why you ramble, no one knows. Wild and wind blown, that's how you've grown. Who can cling to a rambling rose? I heard my dad sing this with a band one time, my Uncle Wayne's band. It's his birthday tomorrow, my dad's birthday. He passed away a few years ago. A rambling rose, why you ramble, no one knows. Wild and wind blown, that's how you've grown. Who can cling to a rambling rose? Ramble on, ramble on. When you're rambling, days are gone. Who will love you with a love true? When you're rambling, days are gone. A rambling rose, rambling rose. Why I love you, heaven knows. Though I love you with a love true, who can cling to a rambling rose? Rambling rose, rambling rose. Why you ramble, no one knows. Wild and wind blown, that's how you've grown. Who can cling to a rambling rose? Nat King Cole sang that song too, as well as my dad. Well, we keep working towards a better day. Keep working to equal justice, equal opportunity, equal rights. Keep peacefully protesting and boycott and strikes, but keep it peaceful and keep enjoying it. Enjoy the struggle, enjoy the debate, the democracy. We got to keep making our democracy vibrant. Get out there and participate. Use your voices, use your votes, and get behind the California Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. Let me say it one more time so everybody can hear it. The Teamsters endorsed it just the other day. Let's all get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. That's right. Let's make sure, yes, on the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. And we'll keep working towards a better day for everybody. Equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education, good quality health care. We can do great things in this country. They have been done before, so let's keep moving forward. There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why can't my dream come true? Oh, there must be peace and understanding somewhere. Strong winds of promise that blow away all the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope shines down on everyone, tell me why, oh why won't that sun appear? We're lost in a cloud with too much rain. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. But as long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly. Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Still I am sure that the answer's gonna come somehow. Out there in the dark, there's a beckoning candle. And while I can think, while I can talk, while I can stand, while I can walk, while I can dream, feeling my dream come true. Right now, right now. Peace and love.